Hello everyone, I am the Craftacular creator and today I'm thrilled to share a beautiful poinsettia card with you. In this video I'll guide you through the process of stenciling a background with both ink and paste, creating a stunning flower using vellum and cardstock, heat embossing and providing the measurements for a perfect tri-panel card. I also share how I use various clipboards. Let's get crafting! If you enjoy my content, don't forget to show some love by getting clicky for Vicki. Like, subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. Your support means the world to me. To create this card, I used lawn fawn stitched poinsettia background stencils, mermaid and peacock cardstock, some vellum, a stencil paste called Glitter Kiss from Cosmic Shimmer, and some mini ink cubes from Lawn Fawn. Let me begin by showing you my stenciling solution. I absolutely love using the waffle flower sticky mat, but I needed a way to store it and keep it free from dust and cat hair. I found a clipboard with a cover and simply clip the mat inside. Once I have finished stenciling and cleaned it up, I close the cover to protect it. The clip also helps secure the mat while I'm working, allowing me to lay it flat on my desk for a smooth, hassle-free experience. For the stenciling on this card, I used mermaid ink for the first layer. I recently picked up some finger daub brushes on Amazon, which I'll link in the description box below. So far, I love how they allow me to apply ink softly without leaving harsh brush marks. And they give me more control than a traditional brush. Once the first stencil is removed, I apply the second one using peacock ink. While this layer of stencil is still on the mat, I add a glitter paste to fill in the tiny flower centres. After carefully removing the stencil, I set it aside to dry. Off screen, I die cut the stitched poinsettia in some pearlescent and blue vellum. I layer the petals using liquid glue just in the centre of the flower. I then add the glittery cyathenium. I did my research here. Unfortunately, I have very little knowledge about flowers. I then add the leaves cut from peacock cardstock. I leave one off and this will be added once I have the flower on my card so I can put it in the right position. While I was building the flower, my stenciled panel was drying. I used a different clipboard this time. This one has a craft mat attached to it. I use this one for paste as it's easier to clean. I line up the final layer of the stencil with the flowers and I apply glitter gel all over using a palette knife and a paste applicator. I realised too late that I was using this upside down. we have the big reveal. The panel is completely stenciled and looks beautiful. Next, I cut and score the card base from Peacock cardstock. It's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and I scored it at 4.2 inches. The 3 panels are cut from Mermaid cardstock and measure 1.5 by 3 5/8 inches. I wanted to heat emboss my sentiment in silver, so I will prepare another piece of Peacock cardstock and use Versamark ink to stamp the sentiment. Next, I use a flattened out coffee filter to catch the excess silver embossing powder, which is poured over the sentiment. Then, using another clipboard, I clip the cardstock in and use my heat gun to melt the powder. This clipboard stops my fingers from getting burnt and holds my cardstock in place. I have heard that attaching tin foil to the clipboard gives a reflective surface for the heat to melt the powder more evenly. I must try this. I return to the stenciled card panel now that the glitter paste is completely dried and trim the panels to create mats. The panel mats measure at 1 5/8 by 3 3/4 inches. I attach the mats to the panels using an ATG and place them in the order that I cut them. This is important with patterned paper as it needs to be matched up for this kind of card. I then attached the panels to the Peacock cardstock and after laying them out realised that the first panel is not in the right place. I carefully remove it by using a nail file underneath the cardstock and reattach it. I then continue attaching the other panels, being careful to line them up. I use liquid glue to attach the sentiment banner and the poinsettia. I also add in the final leaf. Then I put a heavy block on it to allow it to dry flat. Here is a look at the final card. I am very happy with the way it turned out. Creating teal poinsettias was a little out of my comfort zone, but I wanted to try something new. I enjoyed stenciling the background with ink and glitter paste too. This card was inspired by episode 245 of Craft Roulette. The parameters can be seen on the screen. I've created a tri-panel card. Teal, silver and white make me think of the South Pole. Poinsettias are a popular Christmas flower and there are snowflakes in the stenciled panel. With reference to Craft Roulette and its parameters, I've included a slide that explains what it's all about. If you haven't already, I highly recommend subscribing to Craft Roulette on YouTube. It's so much fun. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to get clicky for Vicki. It would mean the world to me. Take care everyone and I'll be back soon. Ta-ta for now.